Hey guys, you know that having captions in your video is important. I mean, anytime someone goes online, you're more likely to pay attention to a video, especially if it's on your phone, that has captions there right below it, so you can tell what the person is saying without having to hit that on button or turn the volume up. Especially if you're in a public place and you don't have headphones in, you're just not going to listen to what the person is saying, but you will probably read the captions. So that presents the dilemma. How do you get captions for LinkedIn when there's not, and you don't have any professional software, and you don't have automatic captions? So YouTube will automatically create captions for you that you can then go in and edit, but for LinkedIn, that feature just isn't there. So here are 4 ways that you can create captions with no professional equipment. So the first is Quicc. So it's Quicc.io. It's a service that actually lets you burn captions into your video. So you can go upload the video. It will then automatically transcribe it. Then when you can go into the video itself, you can then go to view it. You go into re-edit or edit. In this case, I've already edited this one a little bit, but this is the workflow. You can see that there is the text here on the side, and you could play it. You can also do some edits to it. You can bring the text down. You can go in and adjust the settings. Let's say you want it to be size 32 font, and it's going to be a little bit bigger down there. You can go check to see what it looks like, make those adjustments, and this will actually let you burn the captions into the files. This costs about $12, I think, for about 10 minutes. So it's about $1 a minute or so. But when you look at of having to pay somebody else to do this, or if you don't have any technical abilities to create captions yourself, this could be a way of burning them in. And this lets you just hit burn in captions. It lets you then download the file, or finalize it, download it. And you also can download the video directly and also download the SRT file. So in this case, you see it's finalizing the video that was just working. That was from a podcast I worked on a few weeks ago. And it lets you download an SRT file that you can then upload to your service. And also, once it downloads, it also enables you to use, also creates a great downloadable file with everything in it that you can then use for just uploading directly. So you can see here, the captions are downloaded, so I didn't take that much time creating the size and getting it exactly right, but it is an option in terms of what works there. The other option too is Otter. So I like to use Otter for mass transcribing. You get about 6,000 minutes for $10. Yes, it is robotic, but you get 6,000 minutes for $10. And so you can upload your file. You go in the home, you just hit upload file, import audio. Once it goes through, it will automatically create a transcript. And so the one thing you have to do there, once you're going through everything, is you have to go through. It will all be one big block, and then kind of space it out manually. So you do have to space things out manually. You will have to do some correction there in terms of it doesn't get everything right. But once you're done, you can then just go up to the top, hit export text, and export format SRT file, and you can space it accordingly. Now this will just give you an SRT file that you can then upload to LinkedIn when you go to upload your video. Option number 3 is using Rev. So Rev is a service that lets you go in, you can place an order for transcription and captions. You just hit captions, you upload a file. It does cost about $125 per minute. So it's actually kind of similar to Quicc, but in this case, you're actually going to get someone who goes through and verifies the captions. And it's just definitely nicely formatted. There's a human that's done it. So I'm sure they probably use some robotic options to make the whole process go faster, but you can go in, you can look at how it's arranged, and everything is really nicely spaced. So it is better to have smaller bits of text here and there that's super short, snappy, punchy, but you can also go in and edit. So if they get something wrong, you can create it. Now this also will generate an SRT file for you to upload. It will take a little bit longer. So usually the turnaround time can be a couple of hours. So if you're in the process of creating your video and then going through and uploading it, you might have to wait a little bit longer and come back later. But also look at the time factor of if it saves you 10, 15 minutes of going through, spacing things out and everything like that, you may just be better off going in and doing an Otter, or you could just have someone else do it for you, come back later and know that it's ready to go. And then the other option, of course, would be to upload something to YouTube and then download the SRT file caption. So if you go to YouTube and in YouTube, go edit video. From there, go over to the subtitles section, and then at the top right where it says published, you can hit download. Now this will create a file that's called a SBV file, and so it's not going to be perfect because you will actually have to run it through a converter. So, but if you go online, there is a caption converter called captionsconverter.com where you can upload the SBV file that YouTube gave you and export it as an SRT file that you can then go and upload to LinkedIn. So now, out of all the formats I talked to you about, Quicc is the only one that will actually burn them in, but the rest of them, whenever you go to upload, you'd go to your LinkedIn page, you'd go video, you'd select a video to share. Let's say it's just, I'm going to upload a video, and then when it says edit, that's when you go edit and you hit select caption file. So that is where you would upload it and said select caption, and that would give you an SRT file that would then appear below. So out of these options, Quicc is the only one to let you burn the files in. Then you have Otter, you have Rev, and you have YouTube. So they're all ways of creating a similar thing, but just a matter of looking at timing, price point, what works best, and how you want to work on things. Because the YouTube files can be a little bit sometimes not perfect. Rev, I would say, is definitely the best caption file. It's also going to be a little more expensive and you have to wait longer, but all those things just help you consider as you're looking at things and trying to make a decision. But definitely include caption files no matter what you do in your YouTube and LinkedIn files.